The watercolor paintings from the new exhibit at the Galt Museum, A Legacy of Adventure and Art, Miss Edith Fanny Kirk, displays the talents of a local artist who was trained at prestigious schools in her home country of England before moving to Lethbridge later in her life.
This is an exhibit about a very well-known artist from Lethbridge. She's not so well known anymore, but during her lifetime here in 1918 to 1953, when she passed away, she was the heart of the art community. And she was teaching students how to draw and paint. She was helping to put together art shows in this area. And she was the inspiration that was helped build the Lethbridge Sketch Club, which is now, 80 years later, the Lethbridge Artists Club.
The exhibit features examples of some of her art, as well as examples of art created by her students. Some of the names should be familiar to local residents.
Jessie Erstenbach was well known and went on to do a lot of painting. And she studied at the Fine Arts School in Banff, and she painted all of her life. Another lady by the name of Catherine Twiss was a longtime student of Miss Kirk's and maintained a relationship with her most of her life. And it was Mrs. Twiss that Miss Kirk gave her mother's workbox to at the end of Miss Kirk's life. And she was the lady who treasured it and donated it to the museum.
Outdoor enthusiast Becky Cousins helped work on a book Wendy Aitkins wrote about Edith Fanny Kirk that tells the story of the woman behind the artworks.
Really found Edith Kirk to be an interesting character. She was always pushing the boundaries for someone who was born into a middle-class Christian upbringing, but had this desire to be an artist. And I'm sure it caused her a great deal of pull in her lifetime, because she was always pulled between this desire to be respectable, you could see by the jobs she took and how she traveled.
Eric Lowe was the editor of the book that Aitkins wrote about Edith Fanny Kirk, and feels this exhibit is the perfect showcase for 6 years of research and hard work.
This is the culmination of a lot of work for Wendy particularly. So to me, who came in fairly late in the process, I started working with Wendy editing the book in January of this year. But Wendy had already spent 6 years researching, developing the storyline. So to me, this is a celebration of the culmination of all the work and dedication Wendy's put into a very interesting character.
A Legacy of Adventure and Art, Miss Edith Fanny Kirk, is open to the public at the Galt Museum and Archives until October 12th. For Go Southern Alberta, I'm Ryan Craddock.